Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. In this video, I'll be updating you on Twist of Fate new season. In case if you need so many updates on Twist of Fate new seasons, I have it here, plenty on my playlist, okay? But in this video, I will be updating you on Pallavi forced Rhea to apologize to Prachi. It shocked you. She refused, and Pallavi says it is an order. Rhea apologized to Prachi. Oh my God. When I saw that, I could not believe it. Now, what you expect in this video is plenty. Like, there are so many things happened in this video. Rhea hired goons to kill Prachi. But guess what? As they were jubilating at home, expecting to hear the good news for them, which is Prachi's death, guess what? Ranbir got stabbed instead of Prachi. You need to watch till the end to see how Ranbir came to know about it and came to save Prachi. Everything is inside this video. Will Ranbir survive this? This is hard. Prachi is shocked. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. Like, drop a comment. Let's go. The episode starts with Prachi reminding Pallavi of her words and says, "You had said that if I search and bring Rhea's Manga Sutra, then she will apologize to me." Rhea says, "I will not apologize to you." Prachi asks if mommy's favorite Bahu, that's mommy's favorite daughter-in-law, will not obey you. Aliya says Rhea will not apologize. Pallavi tells Rhea that she has accused Prachi for her carelessness and asks her to apologize. Dida and Shahana also asks her to apologize. Rhea refuses. Pallavi says it is an order. Rhea then folds her hands and apologizes to Prachi. She says Prachi said so much, but nobody said anything. Some was silent and was laughing on me. Aliya says she will not let Pragya's daughter win and says your dad went away from us. She says if Prachi talks like this, then she will take Ranbir from us and says this time we will not make any plan. She says we will not hurt her, but will make her sad and broken. She says she will break their thoughts and pride about her Manga Sutra so that she gets shattered. Rhea wipes her tears and asks her to make sure Pallavi calls Prachi as careless, and she also cries like her. She says, I want her to be sad and pained, insult her so much that she couldn't get up in her own sight. Shahana asks Prachi if she wants to have a relation with Ranbir. Prachi says they do have relation but namesake. Shahana asks if she replied this to Ranbir. She says, I feel that you feel for him and shall tell him. Prachi says, whatever I said about Manga Sutra was right. It is my everything. She says this black beads Manga Sutra assures the married woman that it will be with her and will protect her husband. It gives responsibility, rights, and peace. She says my relation with Ranbir was weak, but this Manga Sutra will never break and will support me. Pallavi stops Ranbir and asks where is he going. Ranbir says he's going to Bangalore for conference. He says he don't want to go, but going there for peace and rest from this house problems. Shahana asks if he's going out. Ranbir says, I am going to Bangalore and not forever. He says his flight will miss, so he will leave. He leaves. Prachi feels restless. Prachi thinks to go to the temple to calm down her mind and get some peace. She gets the feeling that something wrong is going to happen. Aliya tells Rhea that the work is done. Her self-respect will be snatched. A goon looks at Prachi speak. Ranbir sits in the car. Prachi tells Shahana that she was getting bad thoughts, so she was going to the temple. Shahana says even she will come. Prachi says Aarti will be missed and says she will go now. She recalls Ranbir's words. Ranbir also thinks about her words. He calls Prachi. She picks the call and says hello. Ranbir asks, why are you not saying anything? And says there is no sound of anyone. Prachi says you notice everything and tells that she's going to the temple. He says, why suddenly? Prachi says you didn't tell me where you went, even watchman knows. Prachi's car is stopped at the signal. The goons also stops his bike and eyes her Mangalsutra. The driver drives the car again. Ranbir says, I want to share that I know the meaning of your Mangalsutra. Prachi asks driver to stop the car. She tells Ranbir that they will talk when he returns home. He says okay and ends the call. Prachi gets down the car. Prachi is being chased by some goons who try to snatch her Mangalsutra. Ranbir sees Prachi running while he was on his way to the conference and gets out of the car to help her. Ranbir swears to protect her after getting to know some goons were after her because of her Mangalsutra. Ranbir beats them up for trying to harm Prachi. As Ranbir notices Prachi holding onto her Mangalsutra instead of wearing it, Ranbir offers to make her wear the Mangalsutra. Prachi and Ranbir stares into each other's eyes with love as Ranbir proceeds to put the Mangalsutra on Prachi. Meanwhile, Rhea and Aliya gossip about Prachi being in problem and getting killed by goons hired by them. Aliya, being so happy, announced to Rhea they might be hearing good news soon. On hearing this, Rhea became so happy and waits for the news of Prachi's death. Ranbir and Prachi get surrounded by goons hired by Aliya and Rhea. More goons arrive after the men who got beaten up by Ranbir calls for help. The goons ask Ranbir to hand over the Mangalsutra to them, but he refused to do so. Hearing Ranbir's reply, one of the goons takes out a knife and shoves into Ranbir's stomach. Ranbir gasps in pain as the knife penetrates his stomach. On seeing this, Prachi gets horrified and screams. Prachi rushes to Ranbir and cries for help so he can be taken to the hospital. As everyone rushes to the scene, the goons run away. Ranbir gives Prachi her Mangalsutra and faints. Prachi cries so hard seeing his condition. Will Ranbir survive this attack? How will Prachi bring back Ranbir, who is fighting between life and death? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.